So very good evening, all of you. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are. Good evening, Mrs. Sinha.
Good evening, Ms. Neetu. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Same, very good. So we would like to welcome everyone on our platform, and we are back again with one of our speaker on very important topic, which is mental health. So this is an open platform for everyone, so that they can share their views and about their journey in mental health, how they are doing things in the society. So I request everyone to participate in this and please keep your cameras on. I can see only no one has on the cameras. So I request everyone, Praktima, Mamta. So it will be very fun activity or we will have a good conversation with each other. Thank you, Sanjay. No worries. So without wasting any time, so we'll start. Thank you, Raktima. So without wasting any time, we'll start the session today, which is a community conversation on mental health. And today's topic is relationship of mental health and physical health, which is very important. So now today we have on our panel Neetu Advani. So Neetu is a fitness trainer. She is a counselor as well, and working in this is aspiring bodybuilder as well. So she is on our panel today. So welcome, Neetu.
Thank you, Mr. Sinha, and thank you, ICS, for this wonderful opportunity to take up the very, very, very important topic, which connects the physical and mental health. And welcome, everyone. Yes.
So without wasting any time, we'll start with some important questions, or we can say conversation. And I request everyone to participate in this, guys. If you have any question, if you want to ask anything, you are open to share your views as well. Okay. So, Neetu, I just want to ask that what is your journey in this field till now, apart mental health, plus as you are a bodybuilder and a fitness trainer. So, what is your journey till now? What are challenges that you have faced in your profession?
Okay, and this is the question which has the entire core of why I am into this profession. So I am into fitness field since, like, you can say 2000s, 2002 and 3. And I belong to a very typical Indian Orthodox family wherein gym and fitness culture is considered only for guys, not girls. So back then in 2007, I was fighting for this to get into this field. I did join some gyms. I trained people. That time, personal training was not much in trend. Right now, it is. So that time, I was also completing my graduation. So I had to skip the job. I had to complete my graduation, and just like other people, I had to join some company, and etc. happened. In 2017, after 10, 11 years, I bounced back to my field again out of sheer passion. And 2017, I completed my certifications. I did my nutrition, I did my fitness, and various small certification that helped me enhance health of an individual. So I am much more interested in changing the lifestyle of people rather than getting into transformations, because transformations, as I experienced, were short lived, and lifestyle changes get you a long way. Entire life you will be healthy. You will obviously reduce the pace of your aging, and hence keep lifelong healthy. With going with the fitness thing, I found that people are unhealthy for two reasons. One, they are unhealthy because they are into depression or some sort of mental issues which is piling upon on their health, and the weight is increasing, and they have the issues like BP and anxiousness, and then comes anxiety. Other thing is they are in such conditions because they are already overweight. So to tame this, I had to take support of counseling. I had to take you can say, for search within me if I have the special skill known as empathy. So I had to first dwell into myself, how far I'm able to train my mindset for these prospects, and then move ahead. This gave me a good result. I saw people needed more to be heard. rather than exercising and nutrition. This came as a latter part, which is my prior profession. But then counseling stands to be the most pious role over here. So this is how I came up to psychology again, and then I'm training myself as well as current clients are being trained mentally as well by me. So this has been the journey. Considering the uh, bodybuilding side, it is really very tough because bodybuilding is, I will say, a job to keep the mental space sane, because we go low on food, we go high on exercising, and to present this particular body on the stage amidst all so many participants, and then stand out in the crowd in front of judges. So that is a complete different experience. If you consider mentally, we are blanked out, and we are asked to pose, we are asked to turn around and all sort of stuff. Once the competition is over, we cannot pounce on the food that we have been we have been, avoiding since long. And then again, the journey to get normal starts. So it plays up and down graph kind of a role in the mental health of a bodybuilder. Yeah. So this was how it goes.
So that's very appreciable. So I just want to know one thing also, that once you started to choose your career in this field of bodybuilding or in fitness thing, what is your thought process when people get to know that as a girl you'll be joining this bodybuilding, or you need to show your body, which is a very big taboo in India. So what is your thought process at that time?
I really did not care about that this particular thing at that time, because I wanted to start competing in the year 2012 and 13. Sadly, due to some circumstances, it did not happen. And only after 8 years, and here I will luckily thank COVID times, because I am a freelancer. I used to travel around 100 kilometers daily for home training clients. I never trained anyone in gym post 2020. So I did not ever get any time for my preparations. I wanted to compete, and if we have to jump into preparation for competition, I have to skip up some clients, which was completely impossible during these times of freelancing and traveling. So COVID gave me a chance. That 1.5 year I prepared for myself and worked on the competition and all. Before I reach my hometown after the competition, the photographs already reached out there. So, and as I told, I belong to Sindhi family. It's a big, big, big taboo. I was called by names. I was given very ill treatment. Very honestly, I'm saying it was a really a difficult phase, a very difficult phase, more than that of the competition preparation, workouts, and nutrition. Mentally, it was very much draining, but I had made the peace in my mind that this is my dream. Irrespective of what people think, they do not know my effort, they do not know my struggle about being there on the stage, and it takes hell lot of guts, and it takes really, really a hard work to be in that 1% club of the people. So yes, it was a lot of draining, and my parents and my sister and everyone, no one was talking to me for a couple of months. Only when they thought that now I'm not going to pursue anything higher, and then some things settled down, and now things are okay. But right now, if they come to know that in coming year, maybe I'll be posing as a proper bodybuilder, and then it is going to again shoot up. So I have made peace here that come what may, this is my aim. We have to reach there. So we have to also take along the family and the people around us. But there are thought process, there are maybe negative comments, or their age-old processes will not hit here. So we have to be very much prepared here. Body will be getting prepared anyways, because we are practicing, but this needs more preparation. So this is what I went through. It wasn't accepted at all. It was not.
Right, right. So because as you know, India is not that familiar with fitness, and currently, yes, people are getting aware about their physical health, but mental health still is a taboo, big taboo for the society, which is very unfortunate, because mental health is everywhere. Either you are working out, either you are driving a car, either you're eating a food. You need to use your mental health over there, your psychology. So that's great of you that you have focused yourself, and you have done whatever you want to do. So congratulations for that, and best of luck for your future as well. So just now I'll ask one question as well. That can physical health affect our mental health as well?
To a larger extent. A larger extent. As I told in the earlier this thing, that many people come to me, they are affected here because they are not losing weight. So no weight loss or ill health or constantly being unhealthy, maybe their immunity is not that good, maybe since childhood or due to some reasons they are down on health. So that down health impacts the mental health deeply. So I have had many women who were facing postpartum depression because after the pregnancy, after delivering a baby, the weight does not go down. So that was the issue. That's where the counseling, that's where communicating with them more often came into picture. And gradually the drop in weight, the rise in the good health started, and literally there was a change in the mindset, the way they speak, the attitude, the body language. So yes, ill health, bad health really impacts the mental health to a tremendous level.
Yeah, so we have one question from our participant. So Kanika, you can ask the question.
Okay, so I would like to include in this that if we are suffering from any physical problem, for an example, backache or heart problem, anything XYZ, then we openly talk about it. We are going to pick our phone and we are going to call our relatives saying that, oh, we are having a heart problem or backache or XYZ, anything. But then when it comes to mental health, suffering from anxiety or depression, then we don't open up too easily. We won't tell anyone that we are suffering from depression or anxiety or anything. So again, there is a stigma around it.
Yes, there is a stigma because people think that if I need counseling, matlab मैं पागल हो गया, I need a mental hospital doctor. People, the surroundings, the lack of awareness, and specifically the parents, the very first blood relatives, they get into a zone of like tension हो गया, my kids are asking for counseling, and so lack of awareness is what is bringing the stigma in. We need to educate and make people aware about openly speaking up about what they are going through. A clear example I will give you about this is my current client. I'm training a female. So her husband is a friend and he wanted me to train her. Reason being because I am pursuing psychology and everything. Within just a month, the female has started showing a way different attitude, way different management skills at home. Reason is at 5 years of age, her mother stopped appreciating or affection and tending her. Rather, the mother would only be happy when she would punish the child, or she'll be thrilled to see the child doing the wrong thing and she gets a chance to hit the child. So at the tender age of 5 years, this girl, the client of mine, she could not get to express herself, and she dropped herself into people pleasing behavior. She started doing multiple things, multiple and number of sports, just to see in any which she is excelling and the parents are getting happy. So she saw that some things are making my parents and surrounding people happy. She started getting into involving into more and more and more stuff. But her inner child wound is now coming up when I am like kind of, she has no idea that I'm counseling her as well. That slowly the workout and counseling is going on. So we got to know a lot of stuff that she has gone through. In spite of being a love marriage, she couldn't share this with her husband. So me and her husband, we have created a safe space for her wherein she's opening up and she's talking. And that affected her health. She's outgrown. She is around like 80 plus kgs, and we are seeing so much changes in her activity right now just after having conversation. So yes, opening up and not being able to share the what we are just kind of sadness or something we are gulping down inside, keeping storing. Once that outburst, it gets worse. So it is really important for us to make people aware about counseling being a normal practice, normalizing the therapies and all.
Right, absolutely right. So I just want to ask that is eating disorder is also a reason for bad physical health?
Yes, eating disorder, obviously, because sometimes we eat to please our mood. Like we women, especially women, because of hormones, we go through a lot of mood swings. Then we have PCOD and PCOS and hypothyroidism and all these things. So cravings for eating food increase at that time, hormonal imbalances. So eating disorder, yes, obviously it adds on to the health, but also it adds on to the mental health. wherein the women, for example, I'll always take an example for women because we suffer a lot because of hormones. So we eat, we know we do not want to eat, but the craving of the body is such high that I have to eat, otherwise I'll not feel good. I won't feel energetic. So in spite of instead of one portion, we end up eating 3 portions, and later we sulk in guilt that I had more food I should not have had. Post regret again adds to the mental tension. So yes, eating disorder is a reason for causing both the imbalances.
So how we can control that now? Because I think
We
everyone has their eating disorders, they have their cravings, right?
yes, even I have, see, being at the board trying to compete, I have to shun out
We
some.
all have that kind of
It
craving.
comes, yeah. So
Exactly at that point of time, you will have that craving of eating chocolate, ice cream, or anything that you love.
exactly,
So,
we
so how
can
we can control that
we,
craving?
we can completely cannot control our habit which has been built from the long years, but slowly and steadily we can incorporate some habits. Like if I'm feeling craving for something, I be mindful to check if it is a craving or it's just I'm getting बोर हो रहे हैं चलो फ्रिज खोलते हैं, let's see what is happening, what is kept in the fridge, and we'll just start eating it. We are dehydrated, so let's check if we have a glass of water, if that satiates me. So first incorporate these tiny little habits of having water, just washing the face, just to see if it is a feeling of hunger, craving, or if it is just a mere boredom. These things, and mindfully tracking the food what we are eating. It is a tedious job to track the food, but just noting down somewhere एक habit हो जाएगा, then people will be like, oh damn, I'm eating so much, I think I need to cut down this. Eventually health will improve. Eventually little bit of load will be off from the head also, that I won't have that much of guilt of eating unnecessarily which I was having. So mindfully eating, keeping your hydration in place, incorporating more of fruits, even if it's craving, if mid-time hunger or midnight hunger, have fruits. You have to eat something, eat good. If you are not able to chop off the habit, introduce some new healthy food into it. And that too, like fruits like apple, banana, or walnut or dry nuts, whatever is handy at the home.
So we can replace the unhealthy items with some healthy items if there is a craving of sweet, so anything that you want. So we can
Yeah.
replace that thing, which will be not affecting our health and as well our mental health. So nice. So anyone would like to add something, their experiences? See, this is an open platform. This is not a webinar or this is not a workshop. This is just a community conversation where we want to discuss a important topic, which is physical health and relation between the physical and mental health. So anyone want to add something or want to guide us? Praktima, Chaya, Namish, anyone?
So I have one question. My name is Sanjay. So the question is that how we can overcome our fear.
Fear of depends.
Recording in progress.
Fear of a failure.
Again, fear of failure in what perspective? So this is how we question.
So suppose that I am a sports person, okay, and I have to help someone who is in sport, like he is participating in competition. He have a fear of failure. How we can help that person?
First of all, we would try to know the exact reason of why the person is fearing that he will fail. Secondly, we will have to make him count his effort, because to compete, it takes guts. For competing, it takes hell lot of mental preparation. If you are ready to sacrifice all your efforts, all your hard work just for one fear of failure, then think of fear and think of failure. But if you're very much sure that you're doing the right thing, you're going to the right efforts, do your act mindfully. Karte raho kaam apna, put in efforts, put in your hard work. Just ignore the results. For timing, results ko ignore kar do and just focus on your competition, focus on your eatings, focus on your practice, focus on your routine, discipline. Keep all these 9 points in your head and walk ahead. This is what I basically do myself. I never thought that in my very first competition, I would secure third prize. My competition happened in a lot of ups and downs. The coach that I had hired was, he left me in between, by the way. in between, just 2 months before my competition, he left me. He just disappeared. I was astray. Kahan jaun? What do I do? Alone, I went. I stood there. I messed up with my posing, but all I had in my head was that I have practiced. I have done this since a year and a half. My practice kar rahi hu. I've sacrificed my food, my timing, even my clients, my sleep, everything. Now, all this effort, all this hard work, I just cannot let it go in vain just because one person disappeared. And in your case, Mr. Sinha, the person has everything. Just one fear has stuck in his mind or her mind that he might fail. I would really ask you to tell that person to focus on the efforts and hard work that the person is putting in. The fear will eventually fade away, and who knows, you might end up being there and win. This happened with me. I'm a clear example for that. I would always say.
I would also like to add something that if you have a goal, so break it in small goals. Right? If you want to become a psychologist, if you want to become a bodybuilder, anything you want to achieve, so make it in small goals and achieve it.
The
It will be more
acronym goes
easier.
SMART goals for acronym. It goes
Right,
specific, measurable, attainable. So actually it works. It works. Soumya, you want to say something? So this works. This acronym works actually, and it is just not an acronym. If you look closely to it, I mean, I did not notice it before when I was preparing, but when I reflect, I always take example or referring from my past experiences of workouts. What I did was this only. Just that now I got to know that SMART acronym is there wherein we attain the goals. So yes, reflection of things happen a lot, and you will be surprised to see that you have already been practicing that, but not mindfully. Here mindfulness come into picture. Do every act mindfully. This is how it goes. Yeah.
So there will be no failure in the end of the, when you're finishing your goal, like SMART goal or small goals. So failure will be not there. And in case failure is there, you can improvise again. You can start again with a fresh day, with a set of mind that what all, challenges that I faced previously, and then you can rectify it.
Exactly.
So I think there is no word, nothing like fear.
Exactly. I'll again give you my own example right now because I have taken my journey as an example for myself. I've been through a lot of stuff. So I was supposed to compete in October 2022. But I know for that preparation was going on really very well. Just that in March 2022, I went to Nizamabad. I was comparing a show. I was attending a show as a host, but while returning in the bus met with an accident. Okay, so I got injured on my elbow, left knee, and left lower leg, lower back. So I have an issue with the disc bulge thing. मेरा पूरा preparation हो चुका था. I was just 80% ready and 20% work I had to do to go on the stage. But the injuries came up. Fortunately, I do not have any major injury, but these 3 injuries were like pathetic. I was on bed rest. I had to completely take off everything. So all my work of 1 year, which I did in 2022, was lost. I could have easily slipped into depression, Mr. Sinha. Seriously, I'm telling you, because my physique, I have never seen my physique up to that pro level, and I saw it going down. In last year, I gained 10 kgs. I am right now at 7 kgs overweight talking to you. I have always weighed into 63, 64. Right now, I am at 70. I was at 76 something. I lost a lot of weight also. So I know what my goal is. So I have started from scratch again.
Right.
Again, when I started going to the gym that I go to is into renovation. Hardly 2 months I could go to the gym, and gym went into renovation. Again, I'm like, shit, it happened again. But then I have stuff at home. I'm doing the workouts there. I just did not stop. Even while having the injury in the elbow and knee, I was doing some bodyweight workouts to keep myself active. Still, I gained 10 kgs and still I was happy. Fine, this 10 kgs will go off. But what I achieved was I did not stay stuck to the bed. Obviously, because of lower back issue, I had to be on bed, but I was still doing something. So to keep moving, to keep going is the only formula, is the only thing we
Right.
can.
Yeah, Niharika and Raktima, I think they want. Yeah, Raktima.
Yes, I would like to add something to what Neetu said regarding the sports thing or the failure thing or the fear. So at certain times it happens that the failure coming in our mind is just not that random. There might be some reasons of previous failure from which the person like cannot get through, or those things are going on inside the mind. So in certain cases I feel that it is important to guide the person or show them their strengths, actually, because we all are human beings. We have flaws. It's not that every time we will be successful, or it's not that like every path of our life would be very smooth. So we go through ups and downs. And in that sense, when anyone who's having this failure in sports or in any other aspects, it's very important to point them out where actually their strengths lies. We can highlight them that how they can utilize their strength to move forward in life, so that actually they can gain back their confidence when they know that, okay, I do have so and so strength in me that I can actually use to do better in life. So that helps them to gain confidence and to move forward. So that can be one of the easy things to just get on in the sports direction.
Very well said. True. True. That's true. That's true, actually, because that's where the end result lies, right? You show them that from here you are till here, and just you are one step ahead, one step back. Just decide if you want to step back completely the 99 steps, or you just want to take the 100 step. Yeah, but that's where we need to show them the strength. Very well said. Yes. Yes, sir.
Great. So we have another question, I think, Niharika.
So I just wanted to add to Neetu ma'am's point, like while she was talking about failure, and so I feel like there might be reason why the person is feeling the fear of failure, because to get into that sport or that field, even a lot of people might have told him that you won't be able to succeed, and so in back of his mind, a lot of fear of failure comes from there also, I feel. So maybe that might be the reason, and he needs a lot of assurance and evidence for that.
True, true, true. Definitely, yes. These aspects do add up. Especially like even Raktima said the same thing. Past some experience might have incorporated this feeling of fear. So we definitely need to make an analysis with that person as well. Like where is this fear stemming up from? What are the roots of this? And once we get to know the niche, exactly where this went wrong, and then that's how we can pick the person up from there.
Right. Or we can spoke to our coaches and our mentors so that they can guide us. Just like counseling help us to, take care of our mental health issues. So this is also a thought process. If we are injured, we are having an injury. So that time we are in a trauma.
Yes.
That, oh, I have given lots of effort. I have given this much of time, and I have given out of the comfort zone. And now suddenly I am injured. I am on bed for 15 days, and which is so sad. So there is a trauma going on. So we can talk to our consultant or maybe our coaches so that they can motivate us again and get them again on the track.
Exactly. So actually, the counseling, be it fitness counseling or be it mental health counseling or be any counseling is just not about positive thoughts and motivation. It has other aspects as well, especially in psychology counseling. Because I am pursuing a lot of stuff, I get to ask by my friend simple sentence. I'm just told, तू तो अभी psychology कर रही है, तू दिन भर positive thoughts ही बेचते रहेगी and you will just motivate me. और करना क्या है, बस पॉजिटिव थॉट्स डालो लोगों को एंड मोटिवेट करो एंड पैसा कमाओ. This is the mentality towards counseling and psychology for in the minds of people. So we need to get out of this scenario. And about fitness also, करना क्या है, reps कराने, sets कराने हो गया. But what people fail to understand is that for me to give you that counseling, it takes me years of studies and experience to do that. So it's just
See,
not.
life is all about a gym. So maybe on the left hand side there is a better person, besides you, and one person is there on the right hand side want to become you. So life is a gym. So I would like to tell everyone, so psychology, either is any field, you need to work hard. You need to work out from your comfort zone. You need to be focused. You should have some goals in your life. Then only you will able to achieve it. So it's not a piece of cake that everyone comes and become a bodybuilder or everyone can become a psychologist. You need to invest your time, your efforts, and everything. So
Yeah.
Namish, you want to ask or add? Yes, please. Your voice is not audible, Namish. I think you have a network issue. Or you can rejoin again, or you can drop it in the chat box. Okay, so anyone would like to add anything? Okay, so I would like to ask Neetu again that how much time we need to give ourselves for physical health in a day or in a week for good mental health also.
If we want combination mental health के लिए तो we need to give entire day, because if we do every single activity of our daily life mindfully, so mental health will definitely be a good go. For workouts, for exercising, minimum 20 to maximum 45 minutes a day, it is compulsion. So you do any weight training, you go for a walking, you do skipping, you do cardio, anyhow keep the body active specifically in specific activities for maximum 45 minutes along with the good food and everything. That's how once the blood circulation starts improving, it starts affecting our brain system as well, nervous system. So this is the cycle that goes on. 45 minutes anyhow, any time of the day you get.
45 days in a week,
Um,
45 minutes.
45 minutes in a day. And if possible, if anyone has that good amount of time, can train daily or have Sundays as rest days. But minimum 3 to 4 workout days are important, because in 3-4 days, maybe 45 minutes, if we get, we'll understand the difference between the non-workout day and the workout day, and then slowly the habits gets incorporated. Eventually mental health improves, so people will find the benefits and will start doing it. And it's
Because
addictive.
obviously, when you work out for 45 minutes, you will have a good sleep, which is very important. You will have a good diet as well, because you will be hungry, because you will be burning your calories in the parks, gym, or anywhere. So you will be eating good food.
Yes.
So digestion system will be good. Your gut is very important. It's connected to your brain,
Yes.
right?
Everything is connected. So if our mental health is good, we'll be more focused towards physical health. If the physical health is good, my mind will be happy, and so my heart health will go in hand. So interconnectivity of everything is obviously there. Nervous system with the heart system with nervous system, everything works hand in hand.
So anyone would like to add something or want to share their views?
Questions? Okay, Namish. How
So she
many
want to
days
ask
is
how
really
many days it is necessary as per psychology for a person to make something a habit.
Okay, this is a very universal concept which I always start with my clients as well. So to get into a habit of doing anything, I work with 7, 21, and 90 days formula. So first try the activity for 7 days continuity. 7 days, if you do it, you feel that is this routine is getting good. Let's try it for another week. It goes to 14 days. In 14 days, you tend to develop a kind of fixed time in the routine. And then in 21 days, you'll find it that it has become a part of your daily routine already. Now from 21st day to the 90th day, make it a continuous routine. That's where all the changes, transformation happens. So in first month, you will feel good. In second month, you will start seeing changes in you. In the 90th day, by the 90th day, the world will see the changes in you, be it mental health, be it physical health, or be it any activity in your life, in your job prospect as well. So if you're learning for you're waiting to learn some skill, practice that, practice for 7 days, 21 days, and the 90th day, change my name if no one appreciates you for that. Because this role helps 7, 21, 90 days, it helps really. Ramesh.
Yeah, absolutely. That is I'm talking about the small goals that you need to put it up that like 7 days again, then you have to have a bigger goal, 21 days and 90 days. So definitely this will work. And I would like everyone to put this in their notebook or on their table, that they can follow this rule that in 7 days I need to achieve this, and after that in continuous you will be automatically getting it.
You're welcome, Namish. So at the end, it is like day 1 or 1 day. You need to choose.
Right. Absolutely right.
At the moment, these might be sounding like some quotes on Instagram or somewhere, day 1 or 1 day. But for people who have actually practiced till here, like it is here, they have been practicing since years. For them, each and every single word matters a lot. We get goosebumps even now when I say that day 1 or 1 day. I get back to 2020 when I was like, I was down with like, shit, my home training stopped. Suddenly my income slashed to 70%. I was earning 30% of it only while virtual. But then again, I thought, chalo, acha time hai, let me focus on my health. Roaming around for 1.5 years for 100 kilometers daily basis, by reaching out the women and the class that is not ready to get inside a gym but have health issues. I forgot myself completely at that point of time. So COVID gave me this chance and I did everything I could. So we have chance. If we see spot a chance, just grab it. Kar lo. Chances rehte hain, opportunities we do get right in front of us. We just need to seize, we need to have an eye and just grab it and just apply. Chalo, chalte chalo. That's how it goes. Nothing happens while sitting, keeping hand on hand. You have to make an effort for that.
Right. We need to create the opportunity. We need to not in our comfort zone, always try to, because many big players like Virat Kohli, or we can say another player like Cristiano Ronaldo, they always working hard. They are always keep themselves out of the comfort zone. They don't take breaks, and obviously they are trying. They have huge pressure, mental health pressure of performance as well. So yes, comfort zone is, you need to come out from the comfort zone if you want to achieve something. Otherwise, life is going on, right? Putting
Yeah.
on the weight and the stress on mental health.
Exactly, yes. So to get into that 1% club, or we call it as a 5 a.m. club, we really need to break the stigma, the comfort zone, the chota sa pace, which we are very much happy. Khake pike khush, no. Life is just not khake pike khush. There is a lot much more to life. We never know what the next moment brings us. Not
Right.
creating a fear ki kal ho na ho types, no. But we never know what another moment holds for us. Just do the very thing in the very moment. मजा तब आता है.
Right. So we cannot change our behavior, but we can change our habits, right?
Yes, most important. Be
Right.
it again for mental health or physical health. Activities we need to analyze. Ki, say for example, this thing is affecting me a lot. So I need to see if ABC is affecting me a lot, or I am giving it that much control over me to affect me. If that thing is ignorable, I can ignore. If there is no reaction needed from my end, why would I react to it? React to it and bring more unnecessary assumption and overthinking processes in my head. If ABC is troubling me, let him trouble. If it is not affecting me very much, I can ignore that person. Just let it go. सामने वाला जो तंग कर रहा है और डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है हमको, he will himself say this person is not reacting. कुछ नहीं कर सकते, चले जाओ. Like this, we have to ignore the things that are actually ignorable. Do not give unnecessary control to things that are out of our control already and creating ruckus in our life. So just ignore. Go with what is more important. Focus on what is required at that moment. Focus what is required for your goal, not for unnecessary stuff.
Because objection will be there. So
Yes.
we need to overcome those objections that we have in our life, because life is not an easy path. There will be certain challenges, but we need to choose our right path and how to achieve it, right?
Yes, exactly. So there are always 3 aspects of life. I was learning in psychology, so I might be wrong somewhere. Cognitive behavior therapy, maybe we have a cognitive triad. Raktima, if you remember, we have a cognitive triad. One is what people think of me. One is what I think of me, and one is what I think people are thinking about me. And what is to focus upon is what I think about myself. So taking this, what I think about myself into scenario, applying it in my daily activity is going to take me a long way. I also got to know this later after studying the psychology and stuff, that I was doing the very same thing. Just that I had a different name for it: self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect. I was working on these terms, and then I got to know this cognitive triad is exactly that thing. It is promoting that thing. So mental health is in our hands. Obviously, some clinical issues like schizophrenia or Alzheimer's or something are need to be treated very well, not only with counseling, but rest of these small things like anxiety, depression, we can definitely try to get the person out of depression slowly and steadily with counseling, making him understand what exactly is important for him, what he wants. Obviously, there will be, I'll be happy to say there will be lesser rates of suicides due to depression. बहुत difference आ जाएगा उसमें.
Right. Chaya ma'am, I think you want to add something.
Yes, hi, good evening, all of you. Actually, I just want to know, can you please tell me what are the 5 ways to improve our mental health?
Yes, we can. The very most important that I myself have incorporated these is being mindful about everything. So, as I just said, other if I really
If
want,
someone is always criticizing us that you're not doing something, and then what should we do?
you know you are doing the right thing. When
I
you-
know, but
Yes,
उनको
you,
कैसे समझाएं कि
उनको समझाने की जरूरत है. Do you need
तो
validation from
हम,
outside? Well,
if they are our dear ones, then what should we do?
I am doing my effort. I know this is going to be the end result. You are not putting in that effort. तो आपको कैसे पता मुझे criticize कर रहे हो? आपको कैसे पता है कि मैं गलत कर रही हूँ? Let me put in my effort. Let the result come. Even if the result is good, but it's not up to the other person's.
They are not waiting for the result, na?
Then ignore. Then that's not under our control. Simple है. Criticize करने वाले बहुत हैं, but मुझे पता है. I am doing lots of stuff. I'll give you example of my own very mother. I have always given, Raktima should remember this because we were doing something together. So she is like my worst critic I have ever had. 24/7 हम साथ में रहते हैं. If I keep this thing here, why is it here? I know I will need it here. मुझे यहाँ से access easy है. She will be like 2-3 बार she will say. I will not react to it. ठीक है. I will maybe keep it in my lap somewhere. Just keeping this thing somewhere is just an example. Similar situations के साथ लो. आप effort डाल रहे हो, criticize कर रहा है कोई, उसको करने दो. उनका रोल है criticize करना, आपका रोल है आप काम करो अपना. You know ना, you are putting in the effort. मुझे पता है मुझे कितना कुछ करना पड़ रहा है for that effort. That's simple.
Yeah.
Make the process very simple. कोई जरूरत नहीं है कि किसी को प्लीज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, किसी की वैलिडेशन की जरूरत नहीं है. वी डू नॉट नीड एनीवन्स अप्रूवल. 4 लोग जज करते हैं, वो 4 लोग हैं कहाँ वो भी हमको नहीं पता है. वी आर हैविंग द 4 people in our head. So don't get under tension with the criticism. आप अपना काम करते रहो. That's very much important. Don't deter from doing the stuff that you are doing.
Thank you, thank you.
Did it help? I hope it helps because that's the way I have been dealing. She's above 60. After 60, बच्चा बूढ़ा एक समान हो जाता है. This is what I have understood. So I have to work accordingly. I cannot be an oldie and I cannot get like a child. I have to bridge the gap. So at point of times, I am like, okay, I do not want to lose my control because at the end she's mother. So इसको cool
Just
रखो.
ignorances.
Ignorance and ignore भी दिखाना मत. I'm ignoring you. Just stay calm. You inside your mind say, come on Chaya, you are doing the right thing. Let anyone say anything. Let me continue with the work. आप अपने effort और अपने most important goal पे ध्यान दो. Let people say.
Thank you.
You're
Can I add something to this, Neetu?
Yes, please.
So based on what you said, that if you're being criticized from your near and dear ones, I know it's very difficult when you hear those things from someone who's very close to you. At some point of time, it is easy. It seems that, okay, fine, I'll ignore the person. I'll not listen. I know I'm strong. I'll be able to do it. But at certain times, it happens that the comments that we hear, that becomes much more important to us. We do feel, no, that we are wrong and the person who's commenting on us is right. And sometimes ignorance also maybe makes the relationship bad between the two people who is commenting and the person on whom the comment is being made. So it's better, I would suggest in such cases, if you think that you are too much affected with it, obviously then I would suggest you can go for your own counseling, your own checkups, or you can even if you're able to talk with the person, both of y'all can go together so that it makes the relationship between you two healthy. That can be a solution. And another thing I would also suggest is, if you are well confident about yourself that you are right and you know what you're doing is fine, so then change your strategies, or just change the communicating style with the person. So it's better that, okay, she is not understanding me, I will work out, or I will act out in a different way, so that it makes the other person understands in some different meaning. That might be an option. So it's always easy to advise a wise one, but you can't change a fool.
Exactly.
So if you are the wise person, you can act in a different way. That can be a solution.
Exactly. So communication is any which ways the bridge, right? So Chaya, exactly as Artima said, ignore, but ignore to अगर लग रहा है ignorance से काम नहीं बन रहा है, so at that moment maintain your cool, ignore at that point of time. When the thing surfaces down, shanti ho jati hai, peaced out, go and talk to the person. If the person is like very much close and understandable, वो समझ जाएंगे that things are affecting you. But then if it is going above the head level, then go for the counseling stuff. When you will then find that who is at fault. Actually, counseling is not going to give you the exact person who is at fault, but at least एक analysis मिल जाएगा, right? And then we will understand if I am supposed to change or if I need to make that person understand in a different way. Well said, Ratna. Again, thank you.
Yeah, because the realization जब तक नहीं होगा आपके पास जो भी है नियर वन को, जब तक उनको रियलाइजेशन नहीं होगा, क्योंकि क्रिटिसाइज सभी करते हैं, हम लोग सभी करते हैं, चाय में चीनी कम है, मेरे कपड़े कहाँ हैं, ठीक है, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, ये हम सभी करते हैं, बट एंड ऑफ द डे हमें रियलाइज करना भी है कि हाँ ठीक है, ये उनका काम नहीं है,
Exactly.
कुछ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमारी भी है. So usually I am giving my example as well, but end of the day I think about it. At that time I react, but that is wrong.
Yes.
That is wrong. But my thought process is different going that time. My thought process that it should be there. If I need to go to office, that should be ready. My breakfast should be ready at that time. Right? That is I am okay with, because I am getting late. But later on, what I'll do, I'll try to help. I'll try to make my own breakfast sometime. So because I have that realization, because when I react, I feel that is not a big issue or to react with a small thing. So then I try to help. So that realization comes in yourself. No one will tell you to realize this thing. It's our job.
Yeah,
But
so
what
it's
happens
thinking.
is-
It's
Sorry.
thinking holistically, I feel. So putting your shoes into, like putting your feet into
Right,
other
right,
shoes to
right,
just
right.
also know their situation and then analyzing it.
Exactly. And that time, at that spur of the moment, अगर impulsive react कर दिया, things will worsen. So
Right.
at that moment of time, if someone is like sitting on your head, okay, fine, just listen to it. उस वक्त के लिए उसको छोड़ दो. Maybe that person might be under some another thought process. कुछ हुआ रहेगा. It just came and vented out in on us. Impulsive react करना ही नहीं. This is the very important thing. Every human being on this planet should understand. Impulsive react करना ही नहीं है. On the spot मुंह पे जवाब देना ही नहीं है. इसी से चीजें gets worse. On the spot try to hold. I know यहाँ तक आ जाती है कि बोल दूं मैं, लेकिन नहीं. एक इंसान एक साइड अगर चुप रहेंगे, the other person will calm down and then we can figure out what is happening. So impulsive reactions are really a big threat. Maybe that person also wants some care. Exactly, that's what. So impulsive अगर react कर लिया हमने, वो already किसी mood में था, and it's completely out of the context. I am not related to your criticize, but कभी कभी ये भी apply करके देखना कि अगर कुछ कोई ज्यादा बोल रहा है, even if the kids are like creating a nuisance, उस वक्त impulse react मत करो, थोड़ी देर के लिए ignore कर दो, शांति हो जाएगी, then communicate, bridge the gap between you guys and just see what was wrong, what was needed at that moment that made that person to speak out whatever he or she said. Simple thing.
Might be they are stressed out, because just
Yes.
like my kid do, he is very impulsive, and he always requires something. He demands every day, like I want this toy, and and when I visit home and जब मैं उसके लिए toy नहीं लेके जाता हूँ तो he impulsively react to me. So what I'll do, I'll try to change his thought process by giving him some other goodies like some chocolates or anything, any good activity, watching the TV with each other or playing some games, so that I can, change his thought from that part.
Yes. Happens.
Because he's stressed out right now. He needs that toy. He's stressed out. So might be communicating and by doing some activities will help.
Yes. So burnouts happen to everyone, and at times even we don't get to know.
Mhm.
The burnout की वजह से we vented out, we were aggressive, and we तो are like, we are grown ups. We understand what is happening. Take for example a small kid, 1-2 साल का बच्चा, he's just learning to walk. He is sleepy. He won't say I am sleepy and I'm irritated. He'll just start yelling, tantrums, tearing, pulling, everything will happen. Only a mother understands that this kid is now getting tired and sleepy. So वो उसको
He's
जाके
hungry.
exactly. Or well, more examples are like they're angry and anxious of no reason. Then we just try to see the activity. पता चला बच्चे ने सुबह से पानी ठीक से पिया नहीं है, has not had good enough food. That's why the brain is functioning in different way and he's not able to express what he is feeling. This is how it happens. So at times, just wait, and then go and vent out or talk out to the person. Impulse. Beyond that, it is difficult. Yes. True.
So we should suggest that impulsive person or that the person who criticizes to work on his physical health as well.
Yes.
Take some breathing, deep breathing.
Exactly. I incorporated this backward counting and the non-reaction wala suggestion to one of my client. Her husband called me up again. Again, all the husbands are calling me and thanking me that so much the difference. घर का माहौल जो 6-7 सालों में चिल्लाना था, it has calmed down. What have you done? I said, मेरे पास हैरी पॉटर का मैजिक वॉन्ड है, मैंने घुमा दिया. So wives and husbands do not get equal time to talk. Husband is working professional or business person, so the wife is venting out to me. आधा से ज्यादा वर्कआउट सेशन रेंटिंग में जाता है, वेंटिंग में जाता है. But I am happy that they have someone to speak out. That's where I got to know something has happened ऐसे से हुआ. So this backward counting and sheeps गिनना सोने के लिए हम बचपन में करते थे. Count the sheeps, you'll get bored and sleep. या फिर just listen to music, all the things that are therapeutic. Try doing that. It is very much important. An impulsive person के लिए तो पहले बस बैक आंसर करना या इमीडिएट जवाब दे देना, बेचारा दिल का अच्छा रहेगा इंसान. Because of the spur of the moment speaking, he ruins everything. People might think that this person is, and then that person slips into depression. सब मुझे छोड़ के जा रहे हैं. No one talks to me properly. गलती कहाँ थी? यहाँ पे थी. We'll just pull that thing out of his system, learn to do things mindfully, and then things are good. Mindfulness तो हर चीज में चाहिए. Anything. बाकी थेरेपीज तो बाद में आ जाएंगी, काउंसलिंग आ जाएगी, बट बीइंग वेरी मच माइंडफुल अबाउट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, व्हाट यू आर, हाउ यू आर रिएक्टिंग. सामने किसी का बॉडी लैंग्वेज समझ के भी इफ वी आर ऑन पर्पस एग्जिबिटिंग आवर ओन बिहेवियर, अगेन क्लैशेस हो जाएंगे. अगर लग रहा है कि दैट समथिंग इज नॉट राइट विद द पर्सन, स्टे इन योर calmness, composure, let the person vent out. Maybe lots of stuff happens, so be mindful आसपास case में भी. That's how then people will start understanding ki unnecessary I was toiling up the things on this person who is not even in first place responsible for my issue. So mindfulness counts a lot.
So it comes only with once you have a disciplined life, once you have a good workout, good diet, good sleep. So then you will have that mindfulness and realization that what actually I'm doing, what actually I'm eating right now, what I am talking to. Right.
Because even in working professionals, see for IT people, I'm an ex-IT person as well. So I was working with TCS and Infosys, WNS, सब हो गया. Now when I reflect on these things as with applying my psychological facts, I could understand burnout क्यों था इतना. Why in 2017 I was 102 kgs. 102 kgs and I loved wearing heels. It was Diwali, I wore a sari and I was looking Humpty Dumpty, but I was looking good. क्योंकि fat रहता है ना, चर्बी चमकती है, so you look really good. I got compliments. 99 people complimented. Only one person came out and told me, "Don't you think you have put on weight?" एक ही इंसान ने बोला, इम्पैक्ट हुआ, इमीडिएटली जिम ज्वाइन किया, वेट लूज किया। अब उस जर्नी को अगर मैं देख रही हूँ, दैट इज एग्जैक्टली वाई बीइंग इन सर्विस साइड ऑफ द क्लाइंटेल, तो आई यूज्ड टू बी ऑन कॉल्स। किन रीजन से मेरा वेट पुट ऑन हुआ, व्हाट मेड मी क्विट द आईटी इंडस्ट्री, व्हाट मेड मी बैक कम बैक टू माय पैशन, ये सारी चीजें थी। So I was just taking calls, eating, sitting. Breaks allowed नहीं था. We could not put on ox. So these things impacted a lot on my health. अब जब health ठीक हो गई, I got back to my passion, जिसके पीछे मुझे 11 साल से मैं पड़ी थी, but I never took the step. Once I was into good health, my mind shifted, and here I am talking to you right now. तो जर्नी वैसे हो जाती है, एक बार एक चीज को हम चेंज करते हैं, एक माइनर चेंज पूरी लाइफ चेंज कर देता है. It sets off everything so well. So in professionals also, even if you're planning to start your own thing, like I think I had Shrishti here. She's one of my friend. So she's a career counselor. She's working with someone. She's resigned from there. Right now, last month, I think on Dhanteras, she inaugurated her own institute for teaching computer basics, tally and everything. This female was just afraid to start this. I don't know, she left the class, I think. She was afraid. We are in connect with each other like since 2 months. And she shared some stuff with me. I made her realize what all things would be needed. She applied it immediately. And within a month, अपना institute inaugurate हो गया, बच्चे भी आ गए, people, kids are learning, certificates ready है. Within 48 hours, she got her institute registered with ISO and what all are required, MSME सब करा लिया. She just needed one minor change. She did that and पूरा process she aligned. So one minor change can bring a revolution in the thought process and a completely different life. That's how it happens.
Because process is very important.
Yes.
रिजल्ट ठीक है, आप रिजल्ट आपका लेट आता है, बहुत टाइम लगता है रिजल्ट आने में. एक दिन में आप वेट लूज नहीं कर सकते हैं और एक दिन में आप अपना मेंटल हेल्थ भी ठीक नहीं कर सकते. तो बिकॉज यस, सो प्रोसेस में आपको जाना पड़ेगा. यू नीड टू फॉलो द प्रोसेस वेरी स्ट्रिक्टली. You follow the process correctly, obviously you will get a result.
Even my coach right now tells me that Neetu, do not focus on the pro card. वो medal लेना and pro card win करना तुम्हारा गोल नहीं है. तुम्हारा गोल है to get into that physics, get into that structure and be that on freaking international stage. वहां पे फिरंगियों के बीच में my Indian girl should shine out. These are his words. He is not emphasizing or pressurizing me. नहीं pro card लाना है मतलब लाना है. My dream is to get on to that international stage. एक वही competition. Win lose अगर pro card आया तो ठीक है, but at least once I want to be on that stage. उसके बाद वापस करना है competition नहीं करना है, I don't know, because it's an expensive game as well. But my dream is to get on that international stage. फिर मैं 10 runner-ups में आ गई, pro card मिल गया, gold मिल गया, जो भी हो XYZ. But to get into that discipline वाला mode is a real tough job, which I was in last year. बट बेड रेस्ट हो गया, वापस आई एम ट्राइंग टू कम, तो हिकअप्स आ रहे हैं, बट आई एम डेड एडमेंट कि नहीं, हटना ही नहीं है. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू मूव आउट फ्रॉम देयर. सो यस, मे बी बाय द एंड ऑफ नेक्स्ट ईयर you will see me holding good trophy, maybe bronze or silver, and I'll just be there like. So
Yeah,
this
definitely. Best of luck for that.
Thank you.
And I hope you will be doing that with a positive mindset
Yes.
that you have. And also, जो आप कर रहे हैं सोसाइटी के लिए, guiding the other people in the field of mental health with physical health as well, that is appreciable. So thank you so much, Neetu, for coming in our community conversation, which is open platform for everyone. So I hope you like this conversation. If anyone want to add something, any feedback they want to give us, we'll be sharing a link also. They can share their feedbacks as well. So anyone want to add something?
Anything you guys can add, because we are a small group of people today. People who showed up, thank you very much, because this was really a tough topic and it was an important one. So those who made up for it are very lucky to have some insights. I hope you all guys will at least try to apply, incorporate one or other thing from our conversation today. And yes, otherwise we have some ways to connect to each other. So Indian counseling will help us connect with each other. Yeah.
Right, absolutely right. So we suggest everyone to do some workouts, work on your physical health, and then obviously, yes, Amatul Kareem, you want to ask something?
यस सर. सर कभी कभी सिचुएशन इतनी प्रॉब्लमेटिक हो जाती कि हम अपना सिचुएशन बता नहीं सकते कि वी नो दैट वी आर डूइंग द राइट थिंग, बट दिस सामने वाला पर्सन कभी नहीं समझ सकता कि हम वो सही कर रहे हैं, एंड दे स्टार्ट taunting us, see, you are not doing this, you are not doing that, and this is not right for you. In that situation the person goes in a depression. कितना भी वो अपने आप को कंट्रोल करे, वो डिप्रेशन में ही चले जाता. तो हाउ कैन वी कम आउट ऑफ इट?
तो उस टाइम उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन को पहले आप, जैसे हमने बोला, इमीडिएट तो जवाब देना नहीं, उनको बात करने दो पहले. एंड देन वन जब थोड़ा थोड़ा शांति हो जाता है, हैव अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर योरसेल्फ, उसको भी पानी दे दो. एंड सिट विद देम, टॉक टू देम. टॉकिंग इज द की. उनको बोलो, देखो आई एम डूइंग दिस, इफ आई फेल एट डूइंग दिस आई विल सर्टेनली आस्क योर हेल्प. अब मैं कर रही हूँ, मेरे करने के प्रोसेस में आई नीड योर सपोर्ट. मुझे आपका सपोर्ट चाहिए, लेकिन आप मुझे टॉन्ट कर रहे हो या आप मुझे अलग ट्रीटमेंट दे रहे हो, तो ये चीजें और खराब हो रही है. आई नीड योर हेल्प. आस्क आउट फॉर हेल्प टू द पर्सन. इफ दैट पर्सन इज रियली रियली क्लोज, उनको बोलो मुझे जरूरत है आपके हेल्प की. डोंट शाई अवे फ्रॉम आस्किंग फॉर हेल्प. बात करनी पड़ेगी. कोई भी व्हाट से अंतर्यामी नहीं है. आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है कोई नहीं समझ पाएगा. आपके फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस कोई नहीं समझ पाएगा. नो वन हैज द एबिलिटी टू अंडरस्टैंड योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज इधर. आपको जाके बात करनी पड़ेगी. तो मतलब
Okay.
आप बोलोगे उनको सामने से कि रुको, आप बोल लिया आपने, अभी पहले शांति से बैठो, हैव अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर, ब्रीदिंग प्रैक्टिस कर लो 2 मिनट, एंड खोल के दिल बात करो अपना.
Okay,
अदरवाइज
मैम, आई डिड द सेम थिंग. मैं उनको, मैं मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू समझाई, लेकिन शी इज अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. वो सिचुएशन में हम क्या करें? वो पर्सन को उसके हाल पे छोड़ दे, या फिर वी हैव टू थिंक नो वी आर डूइंग रॉन्ग?
नहीं, पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू तो एक्सप्लेन करने मत बैठना, क्योंकि पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे कोई भी एग्री नहीं होगा. मेरा अपना अलग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, रक्तिमा का अलग है, सर का अपना अलग है. सो उनसे पूछो आपको क्या चाहिए. व्हाट डू यू थिंक शुड बी डन.
ओके.
आस्क कर हाउ डू यू वांट इट टू बी डन. मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू को जाने दो, हटा दो साइड, आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू भी हटा दो. व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डू यू वांट टू डू आउट ऑफ इट. उनको उनके हाल पे भी नहीं छोड़ सके, क्योंकि वो बाउंस बैक करके वापस आएगी.
हाँ.
राइट रक्तिमा, वो बाउंस
Yes.
बैक होगा, वो वापस आएगी आपके पास वापस उस चीज के लिए. शील पिन पिन पिन, एंड आपका पीस ऑफ माइंड गया. आस्क हर, टेल हर कि क्या चाहिए, हाउ डू यू वांट इट टू बी डन. अगर उसका आइडिया आपके आइडिया से बेटर भी सपोज निकलता है, एक्सेप्ट इट. मे बी शी थिंग्स विल सॉर्ट आउट. एक्सेप्टेंस कर लो. एक्सेप्टेंस इज अनदर वर्ड वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड इनकॉर्पोरेट. तो आप समझो, लेकिन अगर आपका आइडिया उसके आइडिया से बेहतर है, आपका आइडिया और उसके आइडिया में कंपैरिजन, इस तरीके से उसको बताओ दैट शी अग्रीज पार्शियली एटलीस्ट टू यू. कम से कम
Okay.
उसको पता चलेगा आपका आइडिया क्या है. शी वोंट बॉदर यू, वो पिंग 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 नहीं करेगी फिर. बट पॉइंट
Okay.
ऑफ व्यू पे बात मत करना. पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कभी भी किसी का भी मैच नहीं होने वाला है.
Okay,
कभी
ma'am.
दिस हैपेंस. दिस इज द एक्सेप्टेंस इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So thank you everyone. So that's it from our side. So we will be back again with another participant or another our expert or speaker, we can say. Okay.
Thank
So
you
see
so
you
much
next time.
for having me.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing your thoughts and insights. And we are glad that you are a part of ICS.
That's where
We need more people like this.
that's where all the things are coming up from. Cognitive triad, and Raktima and me were the part of CBT together. CBT and the PPP together. So
Right,
that's why
right.
bond immediately happened. Connectivity.
That's great. Yes.
Great.
Okay, then we are finishing the session today.
Great. Bye bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care,
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Most
sir.
welcome here. Bye bye.